Hey guys, I hope you've had a great week. Let's jump right in for your collective energy reading for November 21st to the 27th. I am reading for anyone and everyone, so please use your own discernment to decide when and where these messages should be applied to your life. If it's not sitting with you, it's a message for somebody else. And with that being said, let's jump in. I do have information about personal bookings below, so be sure to check that out too. And with that being said, let's jump in. Okay, it was really funny because during my pre-meditation, my guide was just like, just go. There's going to be a lot of information coming in, just go. So we're just going to go with it and see what happens. Starting with the Rider-Waite deck, let's take a look at, let's do a little wrap up. I did want to say, actually, I think I'm going to pull, people really love the individual, and I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate the zodiac messages into my reading. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the general collective reading, and then at the end I'm going to do a card, a message for each sign for this coming week. Okay, let's get that. Now I think we're ready to go. So let's start here with the Rider-Waite, looking at last week, wrapping up the past week, the energy that we're coming out of as a collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Any other messages, please and thank you. A couple court cards. Okay, we're not taking all of those. Let's see what they are. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I think we're good. I think we're good. I was about to stop after the 3-2, and then they just kind of went clunk, clunk, clunk. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's a new passionate beginning coming. There's a new exciting start coming. Didn't take the card, but the Ace of Wands did try to pop out there. In the past week, there's so much. There's just so much. It's pretty much all wands. Like, we got 4 out of 6 cards that just fell out are fire energy. We are just about to go into Sagittarius season. That starts this week, actually. So that is coming in, and it is coming in quick. King of Swords here was the first card out, though, and I find this really interesting because I feel like the past week was very much there are lots of defining moments for people. King of Swords is the king of thoughts, communication, intellect, right? I just get this feeling of when situations would come up and arise, it was very much a calling it what it is, calling it like it is, right? Saying it like it is. For example, if a pattern was repeating, you would stop and go, I see you. This is what we did the last time this happened. That's how this happened. That's what ended up happening here. Maybe if we tweak it and do this, or it's just very, it's being very on point, and also just cutting out like the nonsense, right? It's just like, do we want to repeat this cycle? No, cut it out. Nip that. Let's just like clear out that thought, that habit, that whatever it was that was repeating that pattern. Okay. And I can see the week was very much am I doing it? Am I not doing it? But you were. It's the thought, the mental thought and attention was there consistently throughout the week, which led to victory, the 6 of Wands, right? You actually wrapped up. You don't know how much work you've actually done on an energetic scale. I shouldn't say you don't know, but collectively, there's like this big question mark in the air when the universe is just like, what do you mean? Like, look at everything you just accomplished in the past week, okay? 9 of Pentacles in the middle there too. Like, oh, I just got this really warm feeling going all the way down, like right in kind of like my heart and solar plexus chakra. Just something just flashed as well. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but that was really weird. I hope that caught on camera. But there's just something about this value, this worth, that this I know I'm smarter than repeating this pattern. I know how to do these things. I know how to overcome these challenges and obstacles. And you're coming from this place of just, it's like a certainty about self. This is so beautiful. I did not expect this to come out of this, but it's just so funny with it ending there with the 9 of Wands, because there's still this defensive energy, right? It's still something closing out, and you're getting, there's this weary feeling. I gotta stop saying, I don't know why I keep feeling this urge to be like, you are feeling this way right now. I mean, King of Swords, he is very direct with his communication, so maybe a message there to be mindful of how you're speaking to people this coming week, or maybe reflecting on how you spoke to people last week. But that's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. And this defensive energy here, it's defensive, but at the same time, it's this certainty of, I know this lesson is, I know my manifestation is coming through. I know I've done what I need to do, right? There's some sort of, it is kind of like feeling like walking on eggshell energy a little bit, but more than anything, it's just this, but when is it gonna click? When is everything just gonna, you know? And it is, it's gradually happening, I heard. Gradually happening. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's keep these out, because I would love to, the message was just so unexpected. I wasn't sure what to expect. I never do, but anyways, I liked it. Let's keep this in the middle. All right, let's take a look to see what's going on for this coming week. This week of November 21st to this 27th. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Caught me. They're like, don't do that. Gonna flip them all the wrong way. It's just such a bulky deck, but I love it. Ooh. All right. Sorry, guys. This is embarrassing. Not wanting to shuffle. Interesting. Maybe should we be using a different deck, please? And think King of Swords. King of Swords. That's what you wanted me to see. And a wish fulfillment there too. Okay, all right. Oh, I was holding it upside down. Wish fulfillment. Interesting. There we go. There we go. All right. There it is. 9 of Cups. Coming week. Energies for this coming week, please and thank you, Spirit. Energies for this coming week, please and thank you. Okay. Pretty good. Thank you. And the 9 of Wands, but this time in the reverse. Guys, come on. Like, I can't make this up. What is... I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's put these in order. This is amazing. Okay, so remember how I was just saying that there's this energy, it's almost like you don't even know. Again, I gotta catch myself. It's this energy of not even being aware that of how far you've come, of how much you've accomplished, right? It's that last week was ending off with this defensive, or this past week has been ending off with this defensive energy still. And right away, you're stepping into this coming week with that energy in the reverse, right? It's just like letting your guard down, sitting in that trust and knowing that you already knew this, the passing energy, you already knew this feeling that, yeah, I am done this, or I have accomplished this, or these things are coming into my life, or I do have these things already in my life, okay? It's, ooh, I don't know how I'm feeling so much come through. It's just wild right now. The Moon card and the Emperor here too. So two major arcanas following this card in reverse. It's like that Moon card is about things, not everything having been revealed yet, right? But with the Emperor card here, I feel like it's just like you're stepping into this energy this week of, I know I don't have all the answers, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't need all the answers. This will be revealed to me in time. It is time for me to step into my power. It is time for me to let my guard down and let my defenses down and step into this Emperor energy. Because remember, the masculine energy is not male, female, like it's not gender specific, right? Like masculine energy is inside of all of us. Inside of all of us, there is that yin yang energy, and this is that balancing out. There's been a really big focus and emphasis on the feminine energy, and now this masculine energy is coming through. And I feel like, I mean, Emperor is Aries energy, but just with this Sagittarius season starting, like it's coming in with a bang. I just feel this like burst of energy wanting to pop through my chest as I say that. Okay, coming down to the bottom here. So starting right off the bat with Judgment, the Moon card, the Emperor, and Judgment. Like, these are just, I mean, major arcana is major arcana, but I just feel like this is such a, this is a self, like this is a wake up, like this is a self-realization feeling that's coming in. I don't even feel like this is something that's, it's necessarily a physical thing or a tangible thing that's coming in to have this, for you to have this moment. This is a just pure, hey, I've done the work. I know I deserve these things. I know these things are coming. Like, it's this wake up call that you're having within yourself. And it's awesome because there's that Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands right after it. This is such fast forward moving energy. This is like having that epiphany and rushing in. Oof, that hurt as I tried to do that. Energy is moving way too fast for me. This is just having a thought, making a plan, going for it, right? It's just like thoughts are flowing, ideas are moving. It's like we're jumping in and we're moving swiftly here. And then with that Eight of Wands, I feel like this is just like, I'm hearing going at it with everything you got. It's like you're having this now or never moment, even though I don't feel like there's actual, and it's funny, I was about to say there's no actual timeline on any of these things, and here my side eye like pulled me to the clock there, but I think that's part of it. I think that it's this realization that time is not linear, and that it's a breaking of waiting for things to unfold on a timeline, and instead now it's this understanding that, like, if I want something to happen, I can make it happen, and I can make it happen now, right? So that's what you're throwing everything into this feeling that you're getting of, if I want something that badly, I just have to make it happen. And it seems so simple, and I think that it honestly is. Like, it's just, like, again, I don't know, it keeps like doing these crazy little flashes. This is the first time I've used this camera, so I don't know if there's like something going on here, but anyways, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. There's just so much happening right now. Okay, interesting. And then closing out here with the Queen of Wands and the Five of Coins. I feel like this is very much, again, like whatever you've been waiting on, whatever you've been setting timelines on and saying it has to happen by this time, or why hasn't it happened yet, or whatever it is. It's like that feeling, that worry of not receiving what you want, or that feeling of something taking too long, or it's gone. It's like you're stepping into such a place of confidence in what it is that you're bringing in and what you know you're deserving of, that this feeling of being left out in the cold, I feel like I'm hearing lingering thought, and that's almost like what it seems to become. It's almost like you go through such a drastic shift this week that you don't even realize how much your perspective on things has changed, or how much you've surrendered, or how much you've just released to a situation and said, like, I want it. I'm just going to make it happen. And it's like the universe has this, oh, there's the light bulb, like, let's switch everything on and let's set the gears in motion, right? And then I just feel like it's this very, very fast moving energy. Okay, I'm getting tongue-tied, so I'm gonna stop for now. I'm gonna clear these away. Let's pull an oracle card to wrap up the messages for this week, and then we'll do a card for each of the 12 zodiac signs. Excuse me, I gotta drink some water now. I need to do this now for myself. All right, I'm gonna put these away now. All right, final oracle message for this week. Let's wrap up this message. Whoa, what is going on? It's also freezing in here, so my hands are kind of like a little bit shaky. My heater broke the other day, just kind of stopped working, so I have a space heater right now. But it is chilly. I should have worn a bigger sweater. Anyways. Final message to wrap up for the week, please and thank you. Final message to wrap up for the week, please and thank you. Whew, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is, remember how like the lingering thought, gosh, why am I blanking? Chop wood card here is all about cleaning up loose ends, and I very much feel like that's what that Five of Pentacles is about. It's still kind of there, but it's more so like it's still there only because it's been there for so long. That this week it's about clearing all that remnant, like remaining energy up and getting rid of it, right? Never ending story and mending. This never ending story is very much about the stories we tell ourselves, right? If you have, for example, a victim mindset, this is that you will continue to be in the same story if you keep telling this same story over and over and over. You know, when something happens and a person just keeps talking about the situation and reliving it, right? I mean, we all do it to some extent, for the most part anyways. It's like that. It's just like, and if you've heard the person say the story over and over and over again, it's just like, dude, like, why are you living so intently in the past right now, right? Being mindful of the stories that you are telling yourself right now, because I feel like they'll be very illuminated this week, simply because the universe again is saying, okay, it's time to like tie this story up and move on, right? Card mending here. This is about that reestablishing that connection with self, right? There is actually a yin and yang energy card, two separate cards in this deck, but I'm very much feeling that energy again here, right? Where it was that feminine energy, which was so in focus, and now there's this rush of the masculine energy, and there's this balancing act that's happening between the two of them. And I feel like that's what this card is about. It's mending the bond, right? Because both of them are most harmonious when they are working in tandem together, right? So there's this balancing act that's happening right now with the masculine and feminine energy, both within self and externally, right? So in your relationships as well. Okay. Let's do a card for each of the signs using the Rider-Waite deck. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've like gone in order. So you know what? I like doing by elements anyways, and just that way it's so funny. I just thought of it. I'm like, when was the last time I actually listed out the 12 zodiac signs in my head? Let's start with, I gotta do it, my fellow Virgie babies. Let's start with Virgos. What is the energy? What message can we send off, Virgo? Eight of Pentacles, your hard work is paying off, Virgo. It is coming. I feel you on this. Okay, it is coming. I promise you. What I love about this card too is that, like, again, how we were talking about, you know, like this working towards things, like that's what he's doing there. It's always in the back of his mind. The focus and intent is there, and because it is there, you will get towards your goal. Okay. All right. Let's go with Capricorn. Please and thank you, Spirit. Message for Capricorn for this coming week. You're falling in so nicely. Oh, you got your fellow Virgo sign or fellow Earth energy there. Hermit card. So Capricorn, it's actually, I find this card interesting because yesterday I did a quick zodiac check-in and you guys had the Hanged Man, but I was very much getting this feeling of, whoa, like pump the brake. Don't like get a bigger picture or like catch your breath before you take action. Don't act impulsively. And I feel like this Virgo Hermit, sorry, I keep going to Virgo, Hermit energy is talking about that. Whatever has been going on, there's a need for you to do this self-introspection right now before you make a choice moving forward. I think you'll just feel a lot better about the situation and things will be a lot more clear once you take this kind of time out to yourself. Taurus, please and thank you. All right. Emperor, King of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands. Taurus, drop the burden. Don't be so defensive, okay? Whatever, you might be like, these are two very strong, stubborn energies. So it might be you and this person kind of going head to head, or you in a situation kind of going head to head. What I will say is that because it's a king and because it's an emperor, there's probably some merit and value to both sides of the story. Okay. So don't be so quick to just be like, it's my way or the highway. Sorry. I love you guys, but don't do the my way or the highway. Okay. Okay, let's go to Cancer, please and thank you. Cancer. Ooh, Four of Wands, Cancer. This is your manifestations coming through. This is the 1111 card, okay? You know, it's so funny. I felt this nudge to be like, hey, like there's something to celebrate here. I almost feel like there's a little bit of nostalgia. Like I'm feeling a bit of Six of Cups energy around this, where it's kind of like, something is changing and it's a little bit bittersweet, but it's something worth celebrating, okay? Scorpio, sending off our Scorpio season. The Fool card, taking a leap of faith, Scorpio. I mean, I feel like this is just, your season is closing out and your season is all about transformation. And I feel like you've done a lot of really deep introspective work lately. And I think like this is just your sign right now to really just trust in the changes that you've been making in yourself, basically, right? Like there's a very, I just keep saying goodbye in my head, right? It's like, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move on to the next phase. Pisces, please and thank you. Pisces, the Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love, okay? Could be potentially. This could also just be, I feel like for a lot of you, taking this step forward towards something that, I just see somebody doing something that really makes them happy. If you've started a new, I feel like I'm getting this feeling of, I don't know why I'm getting nostalgia with the water signs right now. But I feel like it's something that you're stepping back into, right? And it's making you feel really happy. It's like you're reviving a passion or an interest right now. But I do feel like for some of you, there is some sort of communication or offer coming in love, as well as the Knight of Cups always does kind of signify. All right. Sagittarius, we're about to step into your season, Sagittarius. What can we get? Ooh, King of Cups. All right, Sagittarius, it's your season and you're getting in your feels right now, which isn't a bad, like, I feel like everybody kind of gets like this at their birthday where it's, like, oh, you know, what has the past year been? What have I accomplished? How do I feel right now about to like step into a new chapter of my life, right? Your season is always about, I mean, every season is powerful for everyone, but when it's your season, there's really this sense of wrapping up loose ends and starting something new, right? And I feel like with this King of Cups, there's a certainty in the direction that you're moving in. I think that's really nice. Aries, please and thank you. Message for Aries. Ace of Wands, Aries. This is new passion beginning. I saw that, remember this, I said at the beginning that this tried to come out, and then all that fire energy came out. Aries, I feel like something really, really exciting is coming in for you. And it's funny, actually, it was Leo's energy that got this in my little check-in yesterday, but I just get this feeling that there's something that you're having a breakthrough in, and I have a feeling it has to do with the creative project, not just because it's the wand energy, but I feel like this is something that you've been putting a lot of time and energy into, and it's just kind of it's a step in a new direction, but it's a step in the right direction is what I'm hearing. Okay, Leo, please and thank you. Message for Leo. Okay, 5 of Cups and the Page of Cups. Leo, what happened? We had such nice energy yesterday. I feel like you're just well, okay, no, this kind of does make sense. My message that I picked up for you guys yesterday was there was this call to really tell you to, whatever it is that you're really excited about starting or stepping into right now, make sure you stay consistently inspired and passionate about it. I have a feeling there's this fear creeping in right now about that passion disappearing, but Spirit is saying it's like it's different this time. This time you're going with what your heart wants, right? And listen to your heart moving forward, but it's all going to be okay. All right, Aquarius. 9 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Aquarius, I feel like I just get this image in my head of like somebody who's sitting there being like, I'm a really good person and I really deserve these things. And you so do. And I love Aquariuses because you guys are so giving. Even though this is earth energy, you're so generous and you guys are so wise and you have so much to offer, and I feel like you've been waiting for that something to be offered back to you, and I feel like you are getting it now, or it is coming in, and I just have a really nice warm fuzzy feeling around this. Gemini, please, and thank you. Gemini, the High Priestess. You know what? I know you guys are represented by duality, but again, in yesterday's message, I kept picking up that feeling of duality around you right now. It's like, you had the 7 of Cups, and it was this feeling of there being a lot of situations or a lot of options or a lot of ideas and thoughts spinning around, but it was more so about, not overcomplicating things. Like there was a bit of this energy of overthinking things to the point where it was becoming more complicated in your head than it actually was, right? I love you guys to death, but like you air signs, like think things on another level. And I think that your intuition is very strong right now. So I think you're on that other side of being like, okay, let's just keep thinking into this, thinking. Listen to your intuition, okay? It's guiding you. And last but not least, my Libras, please and thank you. Libra, Death card. Major transformation, Libra. As soon as I saw this, I kind of got this feeling of, how do I put this? You know when you finish high school, I don't know what is with the nostalgia that I keep picking up on right now, but you know when you're leaving high school and there's this sense of, there's like this innocence about starting something new, but you're still holding on to the fact that like, but we'll be friends forever. And I'm not saying that like people, I still hang out with pretty much all my best friends from high school, but something changes, right? And I feel like it's that, again, it's like this bittersweet feeling. And I don't know why I'm picking up on school in particular, but it's like there's this sense of excitement about the new that's coming in, but then there's still this sadness around what is going to be no longer in the day-to-day, but onwards and upwards, right? Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe if it did. Be sure to check out the link below if you're interested in a personal reading, and I will see you next week. Bye.